morning, my dear students. 8th Standard Science 1, Unit 5, Term 2, Electricity. Previous class we have discussed introduction, atom, charges, transfer by charges, transfer by friction, transfer by conduction, transfer by induction, and flow of charges. Today class we are going to discuss about electroscope, gold leaf electroscope. Before that, we are going to discuss about previous chapter. Transfer of charges, friction, conduction, induction. Flow of charges, gold leaf electroscope. Today class, we are going to discuss about electroscope, lightning and thunder, earthing, lightning arresters. We are going to see some definition. What is electric charge? Charge or electric charge is the basic property of matter that causes objects to attract or repel each other. What is transfer of charges? By friction. The process of charging an uncharged body by rubbing a charged body over the other. What is transfer of charges by conduction? Charges can be transferred to an object by bringing it in contact with the charged body. This method of transferring charges from one body to other body is called transfer by conduction. What is charges of by induction? The process of charging an uncharged body by bringing a charged body near to it but without touching it is called induction. Next we are going to see electroscope. What is electroscope? Electroscope is a simple device which is used to test the presence of charge in an object. Electroscope is a simple device which is used to test the presence of charge in an object. The gold leaf electroscope was developed in 1787 by a British scientist named Abraham Bennett. Gold and silver are among the best conductors of electric current, and hence leaves of these metals are used in electroscope. So, the good conductor, silver and gold, it's conducting electricity. What are the parts are there in electroscope? What are the things are there? Metal disc, insulator, metal rod, earth connection, metal plate, gold leaf and glass window. The working of electroscope. The working of electroscope. Electroscope is an instrument for detecting the presence of an electric charge or of ionizing radiation, usually consisting of a pair of thin gold leaves suspended from an electrical conductor, that is copper or aluminium. Here gold and silver. Here gold and silver. That leads to the outside of an insulating container. So, an electroscope consists of essentially three components: a charging plate, a metal rod, hanging foil. All three of these components are connected and all three are conducting. Charge can move throughout the entire electroscope from one component to another component. How the electroscope is working? Now we are going to discuss about the working of electricity. If you bring a charged object near the knob electrons will either move out of it or into it. This will result the charges accumulating on the metal leaves inside the electroscope. If a negatively charged object is brought near the top knob of the electroscope, it causes the free electrons of electroscope to move down into the leaves. The leaving top positive since both the leaves have negative charge. They repel each other and move apart. If positive object is brought near the top knob of the electroscope, the free electrons in the electroscope start to move up towards the knob. This means that the bottom has a net positive charge. These leaves will spread apart again now. Next we are going to see about gold leaf electroscope. The gold leaf electroscope was developed 1787 by very good children British scientist named Abraham Bennett. Just now we have discussed. So gold and silver is a good conductor of electricity. Gold and silver are used in electroscope because they are the best conductors of electricity. Next we are going to see structure of electricity. It is made up of a glass jar. A vertical brass rod is inserted into the jar through a cork. It is made up of a glass jar. A vertical brass rod is inserted into the jar through a cork. The top of the brass rod has a horizontal brass rod or a brass disc. Two gold leaves are suspended from the brass rod inside the jar. Next we are seeing working of electroscope. When the brass disc of the electroscope is touched by a charged object, electric charge gets transferred to the gold leaf through the rod. This results in gold leaves moving away from each other. This happens because both the leaves have similar charges. We know that children, like charges repel and like charges attract. Next we are going to discuss about charging. What is charging? Transfer of charge from one object to another is called charging. In case of the gold leaves, charge is transferred through the brass rods. What is electrical discharge? The gold leaves resume their normal position after some time. This happens because they lost their charge. This process is called electrical discharge. The gold leaves would also be discharged when someone touches the brass rod with bare hands. In the case, the charge is transferred to the earth through the human body. Next, we are going to discuss about the interesting topic, lightning and thunder. Rub your foot on a carpet floor and touch a doorknob. What do you feel? Do you feel the shock in your hand? Why does this happen? Did you find the answer, children? Yes. Because of the lightning. Getting a shock from a doorknob after rubbing your foot on a carpet results from discharge. Discharge occurs when electrons on the hand are quickly pulled to the positively charged doorknob. This movement of electrons, which is felt as a shock, causes the body lose negative charge. Electric discharge takes place in a medium, mostly gases. Lightning is another example of discharge that takes place in clouds. How the lightning is produced? Lightning is produced by discharge of electricity from cloud to cloud or from cloud to ground. Lightning is produced by discharge of electricity from cloud to cloud or from cloud to ground. During thunderstorm, air is moving upward rapidly. This air, which moves rapidly, carries small ice crystals upward. At the same time, small water drops move downwards. Do you remember, children? That is called condensation. When they collide, ice crystals became positively charged and moved upward. The water drops become negatively charged and it's move, yes children, downward. So the upper part moved downwards. So the upper part of the cloud is positively charged and the lower part of the cloud is negatively charged. When they come into contact, electrons in the water drop are attracted by the positive charge in the ice crystals. Thus the electricity is generated. So during rainy season, we have seen lightning as well as thunder. Sometimes the lower part of the cloud, which is negatively charged, comes into contact with the positive charge accumulated near the mountains, trees, and even people on the earth. This discharge produced lots of heat and sparks that results in what we see as lightning. Huge quantities of electricity are discharged in lightning flashes and temperatures of over 30,000 degrees Celsius or more can be reached. This extreme heating causes the air to expand explosively fast and then they contract. This expansion of contraction create a shock wave. That turns into booming sound wave that is called, yes children, thunder. So before rain we have seen lightning and here thunder.
Lightning extreme heat will vaporize the water inside a tree, creating steam that may burn out the tree.
Lightning extreme heat will vaporize the water inside the tree, creating steam that may burn out the tree. Once again we can see.
Lightning extreme heat will vaporize the water inside a tree, creating steam that may burn out the tree.
Formation of lightning. Sometimes lightning may be seen before thunder is here. Sometimes lightning may be seen before the thunder is heard. This is because the distance between the clouds and the surface is too long, and the speed of light is more than the speed of sound. Have you seen children picture? The cloud pictures are there. Storm cloud. Above part of the cloud is positive charge and bottom of the cloud is negative charge. It attracted the positive charges, upper part of the tree. During lightning and thunder, we should avoid standing in ground or open spaces. You should make yourself as small as possible by scooting. It is, however, safe to stay inside a car. So during thunder or lightning, while you are traveling in any place, we just stay inside the car or any shelter, because the car acts as a shield and protects us from the electric field generated by the storm. Safety precautions indoors. Avoid water during a thunderstorm. Lightning can travel through plumbing. Avoid electronic equipment of all types. Lightning can travel through electrical systems and radio and television reception system. Avoid corded phones. Avoid concrete floors and walls. Thank you.